Taking a train for the first time is going to change the way you travel forever. Have you ever wondered what it's like to ride a train for the first time? Well, today's vlog is my first train travel experience, the mistakes I made, and top mistakes you should avoid if you are boarding a train for the first time. You need to book your ticket, and in order to do that, you have to visit the official website of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. I will put the link in the description, and this is what it looks like. If you are new, you have to click on the register now, and because I have an account already, all I did was enter my email and my password, and I was signed in into the website, and this is what it looks like. You select where you are traveling from. So currently I'm in Lagos, and these are the railway stations in Lagos. Abeokuta, Omiadio, Moniya. Then I clicked Agege because Agege was the closest location to me, and you have to select destination station. And for the destination station, I clicked on Omiadio, which was the first mistake I made because Moniya station was actually the closest to my destination, but then we moved. So you have to pick a date, the date you're traveling, either the day or the day before. So I picked 29th of December. That's like 2 days after, and that's going to load for a while, and this is what we have here. And you are going to pick either you want to travel by 8:25 in the morning or 4:25 in the evening. We only have 2 trains for now, 2 trains going from Lagos to Ibadan, from Ibadan to Lagos for now. And this is what it looks like. So now I'm sure that you are seeing first class, and so here you can select which of the classes you want, either first class, business class, or standard. But for me, I picked standard, and the standard was for 3,600 naira. And after that, you need to fill in your details. And here you have to pick the train. I picked CO4, yes, because I didn't want to stress myself. Then you can pick a seat. Apparently no one had picked any seat from here, so I had the chance to pick any seat of my choice, and I picked the first one. So now, if you are going with someone, you may need to book for that person, but because I was going by myself, so I picked for yourself, and every other information was added, your NIN. Then you also be sent a mail. And right here, this is the summary of the payment. Convenience fee, which was 234 naira, and everything in total was 3,834. After which you are going to pick a payment method. Either you want to pay with your card, either transfer, bank, USSD, anything you want to pay with. After which you'll be sent an email for your QR code. So this was the moment I arrived at the Babatunde Fashola's Agege station. And one thing I love about this place is the beautiful and neat environment. Emphasis on neat environment. Not even a single litter on the floor, and everywhere was just so beautiful. And I was like, okay, so this is nice. I love what I'm seeing. You can see the security guards, directing you. And I was like, okay, this is Nigeria. And it was time for us to offload our loads, yes, and meet my cousin. Her name is Faiza, and it was really nice traveling with her. And so this is what the inside looks like. The one thing I do not like about this is the fact that there was no light, or maybe they are also suffering from the fuel scarcity. And this moment I stepped out because I was hungry and I needed to get something to snack on. So there was a place outside where I got something to eat, and this is me just showing you the beauty of the station again. That's the place where you can get your ticket, baggage, and all. And it feels like I was at the airport, and it was so lovely. And those are the security guards, and this is the main entrance where they get to check your ticket and all that. But when we entered at first, our ticket was not checked. All we had to do was just enter, and after which we were told to step out again for them to check our ticket. And this was another mistake I made. My cousin, her phone was not working at that point in time, and she was unable to view her ticket, and we were panicking at first because we would need to book another ticket. And I was That's like a total waste of 3,800 naira. Not until when another attendant came and asked for what happened, and we explained to her, and she asked for who booked the ticket, and I was like, yes, I did. And she went to their website to check it, and that was how she found the 2 tickets I booked. So that's another thing why you need to keep your QR code safe. So if you're a Muslim brother or sister and you want to pray or anything, you do not have to worry, because they have a praying room. And this is the moment where my cousin went to the praying room, and she told me it was beautiful. Moment after, maybe around 4 o'clock, we were told to move to the, did I call it the main station, or where do I call it? I don't really know what they call that. But then we were told to move, and we started working. And this is another thing I do not like. The fact that there was an escalator and there was stairs, but then the escalator was not working. We had to climb the stairs, because I was like, why is it that there is no light? This is not convenient at all. What if my loads were heavy? Okay, so this is it. Probably the day you'll be traveling, there might be light or they might on light for you guys. And this is what it looks like, you know. I said the other time that the environment was really neat, and this is it. And at this point, we were told, if you are C4, if you are C5, move to this side, move to this side. Then that's the point where they get to select either you are going to the right or you are moving to the left. So for me, I was C4, and I headed to the left, and this was the escalator again. It was not working. It was annoying, but then I was really excited about the experience and all. And trust me, all the way through my journey, I had an amazing time. I'm telling you, even though it was a stressful one, but then it was still very, very amazing for me. And this was the moment when we were waiting for the train to arrive. And at this point, they were arranging us. If you are this, move to a particular side. If you are that, move to this. And one thing I want you to know, that it is advisable for you to arrive at least 30 minutes before your train arrives, so you can plan well ahead for that. And this was when I say Jagunlavide. Okay, so the train has arrived at this point, and we're patiently waiting for our turn. And yes, the time is now, and we entered. I don't know, but I was just very excited boarding the train for the first time, and this is what the interior looks like. So beautiful. And I was like, wow, we are doing well. And this is, you know, this is what we love to see. And you have a place where you can put your luggage, so you can sit conveniently, and at the same time you can watch movies. And I was like, wow, really? I wonder what the business class is going to be like if the standard class is like this. And yes, again, this is myself and my cousin. We're just checking ourselves out, and at this point I was trying to work on something, watch a movie, do something, you know. I was just so excited about the travel experience and all. And yes, I love sitting by the window side, and that was the moment I discovered that there's actually a place for you to charge. And I plugged in my charger. I was so excited, like, really, this is working? Because I don't know, it's not like I wasn't expecting it to work, but then I was so happy that it was working perfectly. And you know, so in case your battery is low, you can just, if you are lucky, if you picked a seat that is by the window side, that means you have the chance to charge your phone. And I was just enjoying my 3,600 naira. I decided to check the restroom because sometimes you might need to pee or do some other business in the White House. I decided to check and look how neat it is. You know, there is running water. The water is running, so you don't have to be scared. And so now let me ask you, how does it feel if you are checking the world or looking at the world through the side mirror of a train? This time we already arrived at our destination, which was the Omia-Dio destination. And one mistake I made was I should have picked Moniya, or allowed the train to take me to Moniya rather than dropping at Omia-Dio. And this was the biggest mistake I made boarding the train. I got to this place, and apparently it was inside the bush. Inside the bush, you can see what everywhere looks like. And I got to the place, and that was the long bus. And the driver that came to me said, oh, you can't take the long bus. The long bus is for something else. And I believed him, but guess what? He lied to me. And he was like, you need to take drop. By this time, the long bus had left already. You need to take drop. And I was like, okay, how much is the drop from Omia-Dio to Apata? And he said 6,000 naira only, because it is a drop. And I was like, who who does that? That is so expensive, because Omiadio to Akpata is not a long distance. So why would you say 6,000 naira? And he was like, the only thing I can do for you is to carry one person for 1,500 naira. And because I was going with my cousin, that was 3,000 naira for two. That was too expensive. If I had taken the long bus, it would have been 500 naira from this particular place, Omiadio, to Dugbe. And from Dugbe to UI where I was going, it would have been 300 or 500 naira at most. But then this cost me extra, and we dropped at Akpata, and from there we took another bike that took us to Roundabout for 1,000 naira, and another bike that took us to UI for 1,000 naira, and that was 2,000 naira. And the total we spent from the train station to University of Ibadan was 5,000 naira. And this is another mistake you shouldn't make. Don't trust all those people. Take the long bus. If you want to take the drop, you can take it for your convenience. This is the point where I get to say bye, and thank you for watching my vlog up to this moment. Kindly share your experience in the comments, because I would love to hear from you. And also you can check out my other videos where I explored the IITA resort and Laipo Power Store in Ibadan. Bye.